Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into teaching English grammar specifically for ESL learners.
Right, English as a second language learners. It's a real balancing act.
Exactly. And our mission today is to find strategies that actually work, without overloading the instructor or the student.
It's tough, and the sources, they frame it really well, trying to teach grammar directly. It's a bit like teaching cats to swim.
Huh, I like that. So, possible, but maybe not the natural way.
Pretty much. You can expect some resistance. So the
Right.
key is shifting the approach, keep it practical, light.
And, as one source put it, sneakily fun.
That's the phrase. Sneakily fun.
Love that. Okay, so we've got 3 core strategies we pulled from the research on keeping grammar engaging.
Let's get into them.
First up, banishing the jargon.
Yeah.
Getting rid of those intimidating terms.
Yes, and sort of smuggling the grammar into the lesson instead.
What does that mean, exactly? Banishing jargon.
Well, think about the cognitive load. Imagine starting a class saying, right, today, present perfect, continuous, progressive.
Oh yeah, instant panic. Eyes glaze over.
Exactly. You've loaded them down with complex meta-language, fancy terms before they've even used the concept.
It just kills motivation, doesn't it? Even if the concept itself, like an action starting in the past and still going, is pretty simple.
Right. The label is the scary part.
So how do we smuggle it in? How do we hide the rule?
Well, the material suggests hiding it in context, in high-interest situations.
Okay.
So say you want to teach conditionals, the if-then idea, don't put the rule on the board.
What do you do instead?
You ask a really engaging question, something that forces them to use that structure, maybe over and over, but in a meaningful way.
Like the example they gave. If you won the lottery, would you still come to class?
Perfect example. That sparks real discussion. People have opinions.
And they're practicing, would you come if I won't?
Ah.
All that conditional stuff.
Without even realizing they're studying a specific tense. You cut down the cognitive load, meaning comes first.
Right, meaning over-memorizing labels, I get that. But isn't there a risk? Like, do they ever learn the actual rule?
Good question. The sources are pretty clear. Formalization, giving it the label, that only comes later.
After they've used it.
Yeah, after they've used the structure successfully, maybe dozens of times. It's not about never using labels, just introducing them when the concept's already sort of clicked.
Okay, that makes sense. Introduce it once it's familiar territory.
Exactly.
So after smuggling, what about mistakes? Because they will happen, right? Strategy 2 is about our reaction to errors.
This is so important, that attitude shift. When a student says something like, he go to work yesterday.
Yeah, the instinct might be to jump on the error.
Right. But the research stresses that's actually a good sign. They're trying. They're building meaning. We need to protect that effort.
Okay, but how do you correct it then? If you don't jump on it, but you also can't let it slide forever, how do you correct without, crushing them?
Gently. The key is gentle modeling, not criticism.
So you just say it correctly back.
Pretty much. Just, I see. He went to work yesterday. And then move on. Don't dwell.
So the tone matters more than, say, correcting every single time.
Absolutely. You're just showing the correct path gently, without any shame attached.
And then there's this other part, the kinesthetic element, making it physical.
Yes. This is fascinating. The idea is that physical context helps lock in the memory way better than just repeating words.
How does that work?
It's about engaging muscle memory. If they're talking about going to work, maybe they mime grabbing a briefcase or walking.
Acting it out.
Yeah. That physical action reinforces the grammar, like the past tense verb went.
Yeah.
It just sticks better.
Which connects perfectly to the third strategy. Movement and laughter are essential.
Absolutely essential. Keep the lessons dynamic. Get them moving.
So not just sitting at desks.
Definitely not. The materials really push this. Movement, laughter, these aren't just nice extras. They are tools for engagement.
Why? What's the mechanism?
When anxiety drops, retention goes up. It's that simple. So use games, role-playing, maybe debates.
Debates? Like serious topics?
Could be anything, even silly stuff. The example given was great. Debating one of life's great mysteries.
Which is?
Is pizza better than pasta?
Huh. Okay, can see that getting lively.
Exactly. And when the conversation is genuine, maybe funny, students forget they're applying rules. They're just talking, comparing, giving opinions.
And the grammar sort of embeds itself naturally.
That's the idea. Grammar sticks best when there's laughter involved. The relaxed state seems to bypass those filters that often block learning.
So wrapping this up, what's a big takeaway?
Well, the synthesis seems to be that grammar isn't the enemy, it's crucial. It's like the skeleton that makes language walk.
The skeleton. I like that. Without it?
Without that structure, that way to connect words correctly, English just becomes, well, the source called it a soggy jellyfish.
A soggy jellyfish. Okay, vivid. All the bits are there, but no structure, no movement.
Right. You need that skeleton for fluent communication.
So considering these techniques, smuggling grammar, gentle correction, movement, laughter, here's something for you, the listener, to think about.
Yeah.
What's a concept, maybe even a serious one, that you're learning or teaching right now? Could you smuggle in some understanding with a fun question, or maybe use a bit of physical action to make it stick? That's your next deep dive.